What's up, the squad? Back with another video. Y'all see what's in the title. Let's just get straight to it, y'all.
Oh, this is what's going on. The potential Democratic playing field for 2028 presidential race is already considered a new poll. No, a new poll found that Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is leading the pack, considerably ahead of Gavin Newsom, Bernie Sanders, and Kamala Harris. Now, here's what AOC had to say about that. Take a look.
Polls are polls, and a horse race is a horse race. I am, of course, I think very deeply humbled and grateful to folks who participate and convey that confidence. I'm honestly, I think my main focus is really genuinely just the midterms right now. And we have to make sure that we win this majority.
Right. And I kind of agree with it. Polls are polls. You know how I feel about polls. But, I thought it was interesting because remember when she first started, there were some people like myself who were like, well, she's got to know she's been on other people's shoulders and blah, blah. And she's been in 10 years now. And she has learned.
Wow, 10 years.
Yeah.
She was one of the youngest, I think,
yes.
in Congress. She's 36 years old now. So she has a lot of experience, but it's just a baby.
Yeah.
But I do think
I
that
got hula hoops, I'm older.
She has a lot of experience. One thing about this, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. AOC is literally horrible. Definitely horrible. One thing about it, though, people want to support her. Y'all want to vote for her. Y'all go right ahead. Me personally, though, I feel like it is, a huge mistake. It's a big mistake. But, hey, go for it. One thing about it, like I said, I truly feel as if people aren't going to want, that it's going to be, I'm going to say this. It may be slightly better than Kamala, but that's nothing to be proud of when it comes down to the election. If, this is somebody that they're willing to go with. But me personally, I don't see it.
36.
35 is the age that you have to be.
Yeah, you have to be constitutionally to run to be president. But I've got to tell you, I think it's less about AOC and more about the platform that a lot of people are encouraged by. Her key issues are Medicare for all, housing as a human right, justice for workers and small businesses, elevate public education, women's rights, support the LGBTQIA community. I think those are things most people can get behind, and I think that's what's driving a lot of this talk about her. But let's face it, we need to talk about the midterms, right? Justice for workers are encouraged by. Her key issues are Medicare for all, housing as a human right, justice for workers and small businesses, elevate public education, women's rights, support the LGBTQIA community. I think those are things most people can get behind, and I think that's what's driving a lot of this talk about her. But let's face it, we need to talk about the midterms. That's what we...
I think they're racing by my house. Insane. Anyways, I feel like there's so many things that definitely need to be done. Serious things that need to be done. And I feel like there are a lot of things, I'm not going to name, it's kind of self-explanatory. There's a lot of things that shouldn't be put, that they shouldn't put their main focus on. The things that they talk about isn't really, again, it's more so of putting feelings instead of what really matters. What's true, and I feel like so many people are in denial about it. And in the way that AOC is going and other, Democrats, it's not. It just doesn't sit right with me.
Should be focused on.
That's her point.
That's her point. We've got to get this country back on track, man. I mean, Democrats need a net gain of just 4 seats to flip control of the Senate, and that's what we should be looking at. We shouldn't be looking at 2028 at this point.
So I have long thought that AOC is a potential frontrunner for 2020. I've said it before on the show, and her support in this New Hampshire poll is actually even higher than it shows, I think, because it has her at 22%. But they have Bernie Sanders in here. Bernie Sanders will be 84 years old. I don't think he's running for president. I think it's logical that that support would likely follow.
He's not running for anything.
Well, yeah, and I think that support would likely go to her. So that has her in the early 30s. But we're already seeing the Democratic Party do something similar to what it did to Bernie Sanders in 2020, which is they're working in the primary system to try to stop a progressive outlier from getting the nomination. There's this big battle that's happening whether South Carolina should be the first state or it should be Nevada that's the first primary state. And it's seen as an effort to stop somebody who's to the ideological left like AOC from getting the nomination. Now, listen, Joe Biden won the general election. It was the smarter move for the Democratic Party to try to do everything to get Joe Biden to be the nominee over Bernie Sanders. But I'm telling you, this progressive flank that is on the rise right now is not going to be happy if they feel like the DNC is trying to rig this against a progressive outlier. That said, if AOC is the nominee, I think President Marco Rubio will be sworn in 2028.
I agree with that. I mean, I like her very much, but the only time that Donald Trump ever won was when he was running against two women. When he ran against a guy, he lost. And you know, there's a lot of low testosterone guys out there like Pete.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell y'all right now. The simple fact that Joy even said that. Like, think about this. Joy said that. What happened, in that election? Y'all not about to sit here and use Kamala like Kamala was just, oh yeah, this is who we was choosing. This is who, this, that, and the other. No, Joe Biden had issues with things, and I'm not trying to talk about them. But he has, he obviously not fit, and that's what it was. Like, don't try to make it seem like, oh yeah, and Kamala, she did her. I can't. Let me tell y'all something, bro. This stuff gets so frustrating. It gets so frustrating because they continue to give out BS. And it's so annoying. It's so annoying. They know what happened within those elections. Man, I'm not even going to get started.
Except who will not vote for a woman. They don't want to see a powerful woman in that position for some reason.
So I
like
totally...
other countries. I mean, we're not New Zealand. We're not Ireland.
Germany.
Yeah. Mexico. Mexico has a woman in the position of El Presidente.
But I disagree because I don't think it's because she's a woman that they won't vote for her. I know sexism affects votes.
Think of a woman that could win. Tell me one woman.
Well, I still believe Hillary Clinton should have.
She won the popular vote.
But I'm saying that down the road right now, I love Alyssa Slotkin. I think she's phenomenal.
You think she could win in 2028?
Well, not 2028. 2028, my top people, and it's, again, not on identity, but on policy and how they carry themselves, would be Wes Moore, John Kelly, and Pete Buttigieg. Mark Kelly, John Kelly. Oh my God,
John
totally
Kelly,
different
I think, is a great guy.
No, sorry, Mark Kelly.
John Kelly.
It's going to be another landslide, y'all.
Former general who was Trump's chief of staff.
He's not.
I have nothing else to
Mark
say.
Kelly, and then Buttigieg. And a lot of it I'm realizing as I analyze why I like these is, thank you. Policy does matter to me, but I do believe the country is more moderate than the parties would love you to believe. And as
I think this country would elect Pete Buttigieg, who by the way, I agree, is extremely qualified and would be a wonderful president.
I say we don't know until we try it.
What's up with Sunny keep on saying qualified? Qualified is like her favorite word to say.
I don't think we live in a time.
We can't afford to try it right now.
No, because I don't think people are that limited in how they see the world. What we haven't had is competence.
We have Donald Trump as the president.
Like I say, that's my point.
That's what
so
we
have
has not been the
We
barometer.
don't have competence. On the swing of that, people are looking for people with character, integrity, and policy to me is almost third. And I mean that deeply. That's the policies almost everyone agrees on. The primaries pick the most extreme candidates because of how our system works.
But
they won't win in general elections.
I would bet, and I'm a bit risk
She
taker.
likes to gamble.
I go to Atlantic City, but this is different. I don't think that we can risk a bet. But I will bet you right now that this country would vote for a gay man over a woman.
Yeah.
I'm with Sarah. I don't know that I think people see it that narrowly. I think that there are absolutely...
I'm not going to lie. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments down below. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments down below. Me personally, I'm not about to... I got to see what y'all say. I got to see what y'all say. I mean, me personally, I'm gonna tell y'all one thing and how I feel about it. You coming with the right mindset, policies, attitude, your mental, your physical, everything is spot on, is good, and I like it. You doing it for America. I ain't gonna say too much, but y'all let me know what
Absolutely,
that.
people who
Y'all just let me know.
are bigoted and who are sexist, but I think it is a minority of the country. I think if you are competent and you show character, people will show out.
I don't care what happens in 2028 right now. I want this.
2026,
2026.
November.
Let us, I beg you all, you may be right about the Dems, I don't know, but I'm telling you, we must readjust what's going on.
Right this ship.
Right now. We have to right the ship.
Yeah.
The ship. Okay? Clean this ship up. And then we can talk about what can and cannot happen.
Yeah.
Because until we get to a place where everybody has a shot, you know, where people aren't saying, well, you're a woman, you can't do this, or people are getting told you're not going to get your, what is it? The folks are not getting their in the army. They're not getting their
promotions.
Their promotions. Because
Y'all know what I find interesting about this situation that they're on? Why are they talking about getting something together, but then they ain't say that with the last administration? Like, make it make sense. Y'all ain't say this with the last administration. So now it's all of a sudden, oh, we need to get things together first. Nah, President Trump's making sure of that. He's been doing it, even before he stepped foot in the White House.
Because they're women, they're
when
not, you know,
Biden
there's
couldn't
just
do
a
his
lot
job.
of stuff people are saying, you know, that have to do with a lot of stuff that we fought and removed to make it so everybody could do it.
I do think Sarah's point stands with regard to the midterms as well, because I think that Democrats are poised to take the House. I think most of the polling shows they'll take the House.
They have
The
an
Senate-
11-point lead right now over Republicans.
None of this means
None of it means anything until they vote. The
know.
Senate is a tougher uphill battle. And this is why I argued that character of people matters, because this whole main seat, we debated it ad infinitum here, of Graham Plattner. When you back somebody who's a bad guy like that, it's making it harder for Democrats to take the Senate. They've now got, you know,
But
they're
it doesn't
having a
make it
primary.
harder for the Republicans for some reason.
Why? I know Ken Paxton's not someone I would support in Texas, for example. But
Why do you think that is? Why do you think that the Republicans fall in line and the Democrats have to fall in love, and the Republicans are constantly claiming to be the party of family values and morality?
I don't know that I'm convinced either party puts up the best people. I'm just going to be honest. Like, I love you guys, but a lot of you guys defended a guy with the Nazi tattoo who is credibly accused of a number of things. You walked it
Don't
back
look at me.
I did
not.
came out, but like
I
I
did,
don't.
but I didn't know.
I don't
I didn't
know
know
that
most of his
Well,
background.
you know,
I don't think
didn't
you're
see
the
that
best people
I
in
didn't
this
see that tattoo as a Nazi thing. No one ever told me that tattoo, what that was. And I say it's not up to us. It's up
The
to the
voters.
people
You're absolutely
who
right.
are voting in that
state.
It's we can sit here till we're blue, brown, yellow in the face and say all kinds of stuff, but until
We got
the
to run
people,
better people, though. Like Eric Swalwell,
always.
that was such a disaster. Like, it's left and right, and
Good people are getting run out, though, because of the political violence.
Yeah.
Good people don't want to subject their families and their lives to what this has become.
But you know what? I think that was true about 2 years ago, but I think people are starting to go, I got to do something. And people are starting to come through.
I hope so.
Listen. None of us can
she
tell
goes with
you
her
what's
BS.
going to happen. Only you know what's going to happen. You know what you can do and what you are able to do. You know what you want in your country. You know what you want in the people who represent you. If you're happy with how this is going, fine. If you're not, then it's your job. Each individual one of you. Don't let somebody say, hey, this was gerrymandered, this area, so there's no place for you. There is a place for all of us. One vote, one person. That's the American way.
Let me tell y'all something about this. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say. Being completely honest with y'all and 100 with y'all, I truly don't see this. Like, me being honest, me being real. For the Democratic Party, not I don't see anything well, going within that. I truly don't. And I say that because they don't really have nothing that I feel the American people actually want, actually need. And I feel like that's something that's definitely important. That's why President Trump won in a landslide, because the things that they're doing is goofy. You got AOC literally doing the same thing Kamala's doing. Literally the same thing. You look up AOC and how she's doing things, she's slowly doing it. And if she's doing that now, she's definitely going to do that as you get closer to time, for, them figuring out things and who's doing what and where they putting, AOC. I'm telling y'all. But one thing about it, regardless of whoever they choose, it's not gonna go well. It's not gonna go well for them. Now, I'm not even trying to be negative. It's just we seeing that. I mean, we obviously seeing a lot when it comes down to it. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know y'all comments and thoughts down below. Catch y'all next one.